Viewer discretion is advised. We do not condone or glorify organized crime, gang activity, or violence. This episode is for educational and informative purposes only. Our mission is to expose the truth, the consequences, and the impact organized crime leaves behind.
They call it Charm City. But behind the harbor lights and row houses, Baltimore carries scars carved by gangs, drugs, and corruption. Among them, one name still echoes: the Black Guerrilla family, born in a prison cell, raised in the chaos of the streets, and exposed in one of the biggest scandals in American corrections history. The Black Guerrilla family, BGF, wasn't born in Baltimore. It started in San Quentin State Prison, California, 1966. George Jackson, a militant, revolutionary, and author, founded it as more than just a gang. It was a movement rooted in black power, anti-government ideology, and survival behind bars. Over time, the politics blurred and the money took over. Heroin, cocaine, extortion. By the 1990s, BGF's influence had spread east. Maryland prisons became fertile ground, and Baltimore became the heart of their empire. Inside Baltimore's prisons, BGF thrived. They smuggled drugs and cell phones. They controlled who lived, who died, and who got paid. Inmates feared them. Guards feared them. Even street crews took orders from men behind bars. The corners of West and East Baltimore became extensions of the prison yard. Heroin was the currency. Fear was the law. One federal prosecutor later said, quote, "The Black Guerrilla family wasn't just a gang. They were running the city's correctional system from the inside out." In 2013, the illusion shattered. Federal prosecutors announced indictments against 44 people, 27 of them corrections officers. The scheme sounded like something out of a movie, but it was real. Guards were smuggling in drugs, tobacco, and cell phones. Some were even romantically involved with BGF leaders. One man, Tavon White, testified from the stand, "I ran the prison. Anything I wanted done, it got done." 4 female corrections officers even tattooed his name on their bodies. One bore his child. Behind bars, Tavon White was living like a king. What happened inside the walls spilled outside. BGF's orders reached Baltimore streets, fueling shootings, overdoses, and a culture of intimidation. In a city already fighting poverty, police corruption, and the fallout of Freddie Gray's death, BGF only deepened the wound. For residents of Baltimore, the gang wasn't an abstract story. It was funerals. It was fear. It was families destroyed. After the indictments, many leaders faced decades in prison. But BGF didn't vanish. Splinter crews remain active today, both in Maryland and in prisons across the country. For law enforcement, the Black Guerrilla family is proof of how dangerous prison gangs can become once they extend their power beyond the walls. The Black Guerrilla family promised loyalty, but it delivered destruction. From George Jackson's cell in California to the streets of Baltimore, their story proves one thing. Organized crime may build fast money and false respect, but in the end, it leaves only broken families, broken systems, and broken lives. This is the OC Street Files, and this was the Black Guerrilla family of Baltimore.